Hey everyone, Austin with The Real Seal, back again for another shop talk video. Talk to you about how to level a house with foundation problems. Now when we're talking about leveling a house, we're talking about lifting it back up, which means that no renovations have been done in that home. If you have a home that is sunk down and you're looking to recover that sinking, and you have done any renovations, all those renovations are going to come back out of square and they're going to cause cracking and windows cracking and all sorts of other issues, which is why we generally do not recommend lifting your home if you've done renovations since the settlement has occurred. Now, pretending that the settlement has occurred but you have not done any renovations, let's get into how we can fix that. Starting with your slab lightweight homes, we're going to be using more of a Helical Pier solution mixed with a Polyjacking solution. So what we're going to need to do is lift the house that's sunk down back up. But once we lift it up, there's a gap of air that gets created here once the house compressed the dirt. It doesn't uncompress when we lift it back up. So the problem with that is we need to fill that gap with our expanding foam so that you don't fall through your floor. That's how we do a slab foundation home. If we're talking about a crawl space foundation, well, there's no floor in there and typically we don't have to do any polyjacking, but we will still have to do the piers, shifting now more from the helical piers, which are used in low weight situations, to the push piers, which are used in situations with 4-foot foundations or deeper, which is usually what you have in a crawl space, especially when you're in the upper north, mid-north of the country where we get a lot of the freezing. Moving on to if you have a basement, what we can do with your basement is that is pushing almost exclusively over to our push piers because of the extra weight. We can push against the weight of the home, and it has a lot more access on the interior of the home in order to install those piers. If you'd like to see a video on how these piers work, just go ahead and click the link above here and it'll bring you to our How We Do It video with our push piers. Those are the solutions for leveling a home. But what to do after the fact to ensure that it doesn't happen in another part of the house. Most foundation repair solutions are a solution-based system, meaning we are solving a specific problem of the house. We don't just come in and say, pier the whole thing so you never have problems again. And while piering the whole thing will solve and prevent any problems of the foundation settling in the future, it does add a significant cost that we do not believe is worth it. So, if you're able to tackle the one part of the foundation that is an issue, what do you do about the other parts? Well, we need to take care of the issues that cause the foundation settlement in the first place. So you're going to go around, we're going to evaluate about extending your gutters and burying them 20 feet away from the foundation. Big deal with this is that the average American home produces over 1,000 gallons of water from a single inch of rain. And if you are filling those 50+ bathtubs up and dumping them next to your house, and you've never seen a sandcastle wash away from the tide coming in, you've got a surprise coming to you. Water can erode and it can cause issues in pockets of air that will allow that foundation to sink. So you need to keep the water away from your foundation with your gutter extensions. French drains and grading of the foundation is also recommended, where you can bury pipes right beneath your lawn to redirect water next to your home away. And you can also build up the soil next to your home so that it grades and slopes away. So water, when it rains, naturally wants to flow away from your home and not build towards your home. If you've ever been in a home or been a neighbor to a home that was at the bottom of the subdivision in the bowl, you'll know they're always dealing with water problems. Once you get all the water away, which is the biggest cause of most foundation problems, and you've addressed the issues at hand, most houses will be good for quite a long time. In fact, after the first 7 years of construction and initial uniform settlement, most homes don't move for over 250 years unless some external forces put on them, mainly water. So whenever we're talking foundation repair solutions, we're talking structural and we're talking waterproofing. You have to solve the issue and you have to prevent it from happening again. Give us a call over at The Real Seal, where you know not everything's better when wet.